Why on earth did I start a YouTube channel is what I ask myself every day. And this video is for you if you have ever thought about making videos on YouTube, because before I started, I watched every single video that there was on the topic of why people started, or just binge watched people's first videos. So I thought I would make something like that because it has had such a huge effect on my life already, even though no one watches my videos. No offense to the 20 people who do. Thank you. It has changed my life so much. So I want to first talk about what happened before, what led me to start the channel, and then what has happened since, what has changed in my life. Do I regret doing it? Would I do it again? And should you do it too? Okay, let's talk about that. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a German mechanical engineer based in Sweden. I work full-time as an engineer for a battery manufacturing company here in Sweden, and I started making videos in my free time about 6 months ago. I started watching YouTube religiously when I was about 15, so in like 2010, and right off the bat I always had this thought of what if I started doing this. It just seemed really fun to me to be able to apply so many skills, script writing and filming and editing, and combine all of that into a project that actually other people look at. But I never seriously considered doing it because I just did not have the confidence for that and also didn't know what I would be talking about or anything like that. And then over the past few years I kind of played with the thought of starting a blog instead, because I really like writing and being creative, and I was really looking for a creative outlet next to my studies. I have a huge amount of started blog posts that I never published. I never finished the website design for anything. Maybe that's going to happen one day, but maybe not. Anyway, about a year ago there was a lot of videos on YouTube encouraging other people to get on YouTube as well, which I found really motivational, I guess. I also thought about, because I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch YouTube every week, every day probably, and have been doing that for the last 10 years plus. And it just feels weird to always consume it but never make anything myself, never contribute any content. And then while I was writing my master thesis last winter, I got really, I was struggling a lot with it, with getting motivation. So I made a list of things that I will do after I'm done that would motivate me to get done as quickly as possible, and one of the things on the list was to make a YouTube video. And I did eventually finish my master thesis in April, but I had another master thesis to write which I finished in June, and I was already working full-time at the time. But I said to myself, okay, if I don't do it now that I have more time than I had before, I don't have to write a thesis anymore in the evenings, on the weekends. So if I cannot do it now, then I will never have enough time for it, because I will not have more time at any point in my life, most likely. So I just did it. I just forced myself to. Which brings me to how did I actually start it. So first of all, I watched every single video out there that I could find about why you should start a channel, how you can start a channel, or just the first videos on every single channel that I liked, to see how other people got started. And then I started filming videos without the intention of putting them out there, just to practice, kind of, to get more comfortable on camera. And I probably filmed like 10 videos where I knew I wasn't going to upload it anywhere. I just was practicing basically and getting more comfortable. And then I said, enough is enough. I'm going to script the first video and I'm going to film it. And I actually wrote every single word that I said down on paper before, and then I just read it out to the camera, because I found it so difficult to freely talk to a camera. And I still think it's really difficult. I script most of my videos almost word for word. This video is completely unscripted, but that is, yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's very new for me. I just don't have the time right now to script it. It's also getting really dark. I apologize for that. It's Sweden. The day's too short. Okay, so this is right before I started making my first video. I wrote the entire script, then I filmed myself, and then I edited it using HitFilm Express, and I cried. I cried the first time that I tried to edit it. Oh my god. It was such a struggle because I had never edited before in my life. It probably took me like 40 hours to edit this video, which ended up being maybe like 15 minutes long. And it also took me an hour to film it, I think. So yeah, it was it was a lot. So I'm trying to edit. And yeah, it's not exactly easy. So if I ever watch this in, I don't know, a year, 10 years, and I think editing is easy, I didn't always think that. Or maybe I will always think that it's hard. We will see. So I taught myself how to edit very painfully. And I just uploaded the video and it got like 15 views, I think. And then I just started making the next video, and that took me a long time. It took me several weeks to make it and upload it, which is why there's a gap of like a month between the first and the second one. But I was constantly working on it, like basically every day after work and on the weekends. Every free minute that I had, I told no one that I had started this channel. And yeah, I just put out the next video, and then I got a little bit faster. The next one was maybe 1 or 2 weeks after that, and so on. I made all of my thumbnails in PowerPoint and just kind of did it in a really scrappy way. Oh yeah, and I was gonna talk about how it changed my life. This is gonna be so shit. I really need to buy some lights so that it's not so dark. But you know, one thing at a time. I'm just happy that I'm making a video. So how did it change my life? Basically, it showed me that everything on my bucket list is possible. Because it had been on my bucket list, if you will, for super long, and then I just did it and like nothing bad happened. And it wasn't actually that hard, even though it was kind of hard. It was really hard, but yeah, it was fine. Like, you know, the world didn't explode. I did it. I've been doing it for half a year. So I think there's a good chance that I will keep going. And basically that was the main impact. I'm like, wait, I can actually do the things that I want to do. If you don't want to start a YouTube channel, don't. But if you want to, or there's like this, you know, this kind of thought in the back of your head saying, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, then just try it out, because no one's going to watch it. It's not like suddenly everyone's going to know you did it, and then if you stop, then it's going to be this huge thing. No, it takes a long time for people to pick up on this. So you have nothing to lose. The only thing you have to lose is like wondering, what if I had done it? What if I had started it when I actually thought about doing it? And I don't have this what if feeling anymore. And that's so great. That's what changed everything. Okay, now I really have to stop because it's getting super dark. You can probably not see anything. Thank you for bearing with me here. If you're looking for something to watch next, you can watch my review of the book It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be, that I did last week. Hopefully last week. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.